There is a Republican primary coming up in a matter of days in South Carolina. It has been a pretty busy few months for the Republican Party. They started with many candidates, they're down to not so many. And so this is my prediction video for who I think will win the South Carolina Republican primary. So starting out the gate, I think that Donald Trump will be victorious in South Carolina. I think he's going to win by at least 10 percentage points. I think he has a plurality of the support of the remaining candidates. Then you've got Ted Cruz, who I think will place second. He's split the evangelical vote pretty much in South Carolina between him and Trump. And so he's going to do pretty darn well down in South Carolina. Ted Cruz comes from Texas. He comes from a southern state. He has a very good message in terms of how he communicates with the people of South Carolina. And he knows how to win on the political landscape down there, and he's doing quite well. I think he will place second. In third, I think it will be Marco Rubio. I think Marco Rubio has done phenomenally well recovering from his gaffes since New Hampshire, actually, and he's been doing quite well in the debates. And in terms of the demographics in the South Carolina primary and who's voting and how Marco Rubio's message resonates, I think that Rubio will place third. Now, fourth place. I think that fourth place is going to be John Kasich. I do not think that Jeb Bush has been a strong enough candidate in South Carolina to reign victorious against John Kasich. And John Kasich has got that momentum coming out from New Hampshire, where he placed second, that he might actually do decent. I think he'll place fourth. I think Jeb Bush will be fifth place. I think Jeb Bush has just not been doing too great on the campaign trail, in the media. He's just not winning the game of being a winner of the popular vote in these primary contests. He's just not doing it. He didn't do well in Iowa. He didn't do too great in New Hampshire, and I don't think he's going to do too well in South Carolina. I think Jeb Bush will be in fifth place. In last place, unfortunately, I think will be Ben Carson. He had a really good amount of support early on in the contest, back in November and early December, and then ever since then, his support has just not been there. It's just not there. He's been losing back and forth, and part of it might be what happened in Iowa. Part of it might just be that he's got a very soft-spoken demeanor, and he doesn't jump into the fray with Trump and Cruz and Rubio in the debates with all that energy, and his campaigns sort of fallen to the wayside. I do not think Ben Carson will do better than sixth place in South Carolina. Those are my predictions. I'll see if I'm right. And yeah, I think so. To recap, I think Donald Trump will be first, Ted Cruz second, Marco Rubio third, Kasich fourth, Jeb Bush will be fifth, and then Carson last place. That is my prediction. And I will, yeah, I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be right. There is a possibility that Bush might be a percentage point into fourth, but I think that Kasich has been trying really, really hard to get fourth, and so I think Bush will be fifth. But otherwise, yeah, that's my prediction for the South Carolina Republican primary.